All right, what I'm here to tell you is smoking ribs is not something that's hard and big ominous thing to do. It's really easy. It's a time consuming thing. It's a process. Most of you guys out there, or women, or whoever wants to smoke ribs, there's either going to be like St. Louis style, this is whole rib without being trimmed up or anything, and then there's baby back cut, that's going to just be the rib itself. Either one of them, you're going to want to do the first thing on this is to get rid of this little sheen of skin. And see, it's that easy to do. It's not hard to get rid of that. On the St. Louis, it's a little bit more up here that you're going to want to get rid of, a little bit more trim, because there's more meat on the ribs. And I could have done baby back, because I have them. I just got a lot of ribs stored away. I ran into a couple good deals. That's why you pick them up when you see them, and you wait till you have a day off or a good long stretch that you can do this. I'm starting this. It's not early in the morning by any means. I think it's actually almost afternoon, but these aren't going to take as long as such as a brisket or something would take. I'm going to get some of this fat off, but so I got that sheen off. That was easy to take off. You saw that. The rest of this meat is nice and pretty and just ready to take up some seasoning. This is the seasoning mix I make myself. You can go back. I have a video that shows me making it. It's paprika, chili powder, a little cayenne, garlic powder, a lot of salt, a lot of pepper, just stuff like that. You can go back and look in my video archives and maybe see when I make this. It's one of the fall days last year, but I'm just going to sprinkle some. This is some that I had just made left over, and I'm going to rub it on in. You don't need, you just want to, what you're doing is you're making this is going to be what they call a bark. And you just want a little bark on your ribs. And there's a process to make this more and more and more barky, if that's a word, or if that's the way you say it. But we're going to cook this, not cook it, we're going to smoke it in my smoker. I have a Smokehouse, but you can do this on a smoke or grill, just the same. And what we're going to do is I'm going to put it in a Smokehouse and let it smoke for about 5 hours on what's called hot smoke. It's going to have heat, and that's all I'm going to do. That's all the seasonings I'm going to do on that. Now when I'm going to come back later after the 5 hours, I'm going to add some honey, and I'm going to add some teriyaki sauce. I like teriyaki sauce. It's just another sweet sauce. You could put, I'll add, if I have some, I don't even know if I have any, barbecue sauce, and I'll put some of that on there, and I'll mix my sauces. You just want something wet with some sugar in it, some sweet in it after that, because this is going to be salty and spicy right here, and that's going to give a lot of flavor to that meat while it cooks. Now, one thing someone told me once about ribs was you don't have to, like brisket, sometimes you want to season it and overnight it. This right here, not so much important that you do that. And see, look, that's a lot of seasoning. I could probably do 2 more ribs with that. You rub it in, rub that seasoning into that meat and get it in there, and now it's simply ready to go be put on the smoker. All right, people, this is easy. This is easy. Don't ever be worried about it. I used to be worried about it, I know. But ribs are easy. Don't let people scare you. You don't have to be a professional barbecuer. You don't have to be one of these guys that's been doing this all your life. Some of the best ones I cooked were the first ones I did, because I followed the rules that these people told me. And it's easy. It's not hard. So enjoy some ribs. Go buy some ribs and enjoy them, man. This right here is feed a family of 4, but let me tell you, they're going to be coming back, so you better have a big one or 2. All right, talk to y'all later. Okay, here we are out at the smokehouse. I've been having this going for a while. I got a good little fire going in the pit right there. This is a hot smokehouse. I can coal smoke in it. I just got to reduce that fire a lot. But, or I could make a fire. I could take a stove and make a fire pit out here and make it, bring it in like that. But that's not how I like to do it down here, and that's not how I was brought up doing this. Anyway, what I'm gonna do, and I want hot smoke on this. Pretty doggone good hot smoke on this. And what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put this rib on a rack I had in here and let it go. Now the smoke is there, everybody sees that, and you can see the fire going. So I'm gonna go ahead and lock up. I'm gonna put that on the ground right there, that chopping board. And let that, I'm gonna put a couple more pieces of wood on there. These are some cherry logs that I have. I got a lot of cherry, so cherry is what I'm smoking with. Oh well, here's some oak. That's some oak, and this is some cherry. See the difference in the wood? So oak and cherry. Usually you should take the bark off of there, but I don't care about that. People can whine and complain if they like, but that's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these two pieces of wood on there, and I'm going to shut this up and let it smoke. Spiders. I don't use the smokehouse all the time, so it was inundated with spider webs. So I'm gonna go ahead and lock that up. This one's locked up already. Then I can come around to the back and I can check. It says okay, it's smoking, but that's gonna get hotter. I'm gonna probably get it into the barbecue range. I got seasoning on my hand. I should have washed my hands to make this look better. But anyway, it's gonna get up into the barbecue range, and I can probably run this smokehouse even in the grilling range if I really wanted to. I did that before. I have a video you can go see about how not to use a smokehouse, and it's the first part of it's a little funny. It wasn't funny then. I miss my old smokehouse. But this was a fun smokehouse to build because my dad came over and helped me build it, and that I love doing projects with him. But I do miss my old smokehouse. So anyway, you can see the smoke really pumping out of there. It's really doing well. See the spider webs? They had a little spidey on this side that he's not too happy. Mr. Banana Spider is not too happy. So, sorry, I hate getting rid of them because they keep the bugs around here down. But anyway, I'll fill y'all in later when this is more long. It's probably going to be about 5 hours before I'm going to add a little wood, but a little of this cherry. But for the most part, I might open this up maybe 2 or 3 times, and that'll be it. And then 5 hours from now, I'm going to pull that out and put some honey on it, some sauces, and then I'll put it back in for an hour. And then if needed, which I don't necessarily think it will be, I might put it on the grill to finish it off, but I think I should be able to do the whole process in the smoker. You could do this on your smoker, or if you have a grill smoker, it might even be easier. This is a little bit more complicated, but it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. And building a smokehouse, fellas, ladies, if y'all have the opportunity, I highly recommend building you a small smokehouse. It's a fun project. It's something you can learn how to do a little building on, and it's not something that you would, if you make mistakes, that it's forgiving. So go ahead and build you a smokehouse. I use tardy board. A lot of people are going to complain, it's got stuff in it. Anything's got stuff in it. Cement has stuff in it. Bricks have stuff in it. Dirt has stuff in it. There's going to be stuff in anything. Now, the chemicals of treated wood, I did use some treated wood on the very, very base that's up to you. It's not coming out. It's not leaching into my food. That's your decision. You make a decision and go with it, and don't ever look back. I grew up in the years where lead gas was used, and I'm still alive. Everything's toxic somehow in severe quantities. I don't think I'm breaking any laws of nature here. Anyway, you go ahead and do what you want and enjoy, and I'll be back with y'all later. All right, here we are back out at the Smokehouse. It's probably been about 4 hours. And look at that. Look at that rack of ribs. Oh, talk about beautiful. I mean, just being done to perfection. And this right here is something that you didn't expect to see. That's a portobello mushroom, because I'm gonna do a smoked mushroom soup, and I'm gonna show that to you later. But look at that. Look at that beautiful rib being done. Nice. Okay, we're about to go outside and get those ribs. All right, y'all, I'm back out over here. I'm gonna get the ribs off. You know, I've been trying to put on an act. Like, I've been talking like how I feel YouTubers that get a lot of views talk when they doing this stuff. I can't do it no more. I'm just gonna talk like I normally talk. There you go. That's how the ribs look, and they look good. Time to go put some sauce on. All right, y'all, I'm gonna put some honey. That's some Louisiana honey, raw honey. I'm gonna put some of that on there. They sell this stuff at Sam's. Pretty good. I like to use this, the teriyaki baked glaze. Pour a little bit of that on there. There we go. It don't matter. Just get it everywhere. It's gonna blend in. Alright. A little Worcestershire sauce. Why not put some of the stir-fry sauce on there? I like that. Yeah, I think it's close to the same thing as that base. We'll put a little stir-fry sauce on there. Not much, just a little. Got a whole bunch of different seasonings going on anyway. Just a little bit. I'm gonna put a little roasted sesame seeds on there. Just a few, not too much. Whoop, that's the dishwasher coming. All right, y'all, this smells ridiculously good. So, oh, shoot, I ripped it. That dog it, I didn't want to do that. What I'm gonna do is bring it on over. Put that on top of there like that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take another sheet to reinforce that bottom. All right. Should be good enough. Okay, y'all, I'm back out here at the smokehouse, at the hot house. I'm gonna put that back on there, and I'm gonna throw some good wood back on that fire here. Piece of oak I just had on there. I'm gonna put cherry and oak. Here we go. All right, y'all. That's the ribs. Should do that for about another hour and a half, 2 hours, I believe. If it was on a grill, a smoker grill, I would say 1 hour. But in this, I'm gonna go 2. You see that temperature come back down? All right, here we are back out at the smokehouse. This should be the end of it. We should be done. Still got a pretty good fire going. You know what? I'm gonna say I'm gonna let this go for a little while longer. I think it's done. It's been about an hour and a half, but that fire is still going nicely. I'm gonna let it cook for another half hour. I'm gonna let, because that's just such a nice little fire. I think those ribs will be okay for another half hour. How about that? What I want to show people, it says smoking, but that was in the barbecue area. It was around 225, and it's slowly going up. I open that door, y'all can see it slowly going up again. It's gonna get back into that barbecue area. So when you're doing ribs, you want to do them on the higher end in here. See how it's going up? It's on the higher end of smoking. It'll even get into that barbecue range. But I'm really not cranking that fire too hard. I'm really not cranking it too hard. Now if I put a whole bunch of logs on there, a whole bunch of pieces of wood, I can get that thing up to 350, even 400. That's what I did me in on the last one. I got it over 500 in there. That was just stupid retardedness. But this is in that mid barbecue range. Is about as high as I ever want to go in this thing. Alright. Alright. I said half hour. It's been about half hour. It's dark 30. So it is still light. I mean, I can see, but this camera ain't picking it up. I can guarantee you that. So woo, got a good fire going still. Got a good fire going still. Got those ribs ready to rock and roll. Oh man, they've been on all day since 11 o'clock this morning. About, I guess I kind of remember 11 o'clock-ish being well. And right now it's the time now is about 6:30, maybe 7 o'clock. So I'm taking them off. Let's go take a look at them. Okay. Here we are inside. We're gonna see how these ribs turned out. Wow, I'm worn out. It's been a full day. It's been really a full day. Oh, look at that. Oh. Oh. My goodness. Look at those ribs. Look at that. Look at that. That's truly amazing that something can come out this good. Okay. What I'm gonna do is that's the bone. I'm gonna try and cut off a little bit of that. But look, oh Lord, I'm scared to taste just that little piece right there. Let's see. Oh my God. Oh. People. Oh my God. I roll it. No. Oh my God. People, that's the best ribs. Oh my goodness. I just pulled that piece off right there. The juice coming up. That spicy flavor with the sweet. Oh my God. Ribs like you ain't never had them before. Alright. I'm supposed to wait for my wife to get home to eat. Oh, she's gonna be mad at me. Well, she's just gonna have to be mad. Oh my God. Look at that piece of meat. Oh. People. I'm almost terrified to say this, but I think that's the best thing I ever put in my mouth in my life. Oh my God. This is the ribs. I cut them up. I poured the juice over them. People, those are the most amazing ribs you ever ate in your life. This is for the mushroom soup. I'm doing another video on that. This, oh my God. Ribs are easy and they can be so tasty. Just a few little sauces, the right amount of time on the heat. Unbelievable. I can't tell you how good these are. because you'd have to be here at my house eating them with me, and I wish you were. So, that's ribs.